everyone. Hello, Kathy.
Hello, Jeanette, co-creator and founder of Gas, which
And
is
that's what you are too.
I know
You're one of the co-founders of
I,
Gas as well. And we
nice
have a
to
guest
see you.
here.
Yeah, nice to see you on this thankful Thursday.
Yes, again. I don't know about you, but the sleep seemed to be happening again, getting a little quicker. January was a little slower figuring out, but February, the sleeps, the weeks are starting to go fast again like they were in 2021.
Yeah, I don't know about anybody else watching. It's going so fast.
Yes.
So
And that's why we need to be grateful in the absolute moments of our life. Because life is going by so
Take
fast.
every moment that make it count. Absolutely. Yeah.
So
we have there's a special event happening next week. And
can we talk about, first of all, your event that you're hosting for us on Saturday first?
Oh, sure. It's Heart Month, folks. Yeah, it's Heart Month. And I'm doing a workshop on how to make those connections with people in your business and in life and with your family, and putting it to the forefront and being, just putting some power behind that and make connections. That's what I'm doing on Saturday.
So does that mean that love goes beyond Monday, Valentine's Day?
Love goes beyond every day of the year with my family. So it's not Valentine's isn't a big deal for us because we share our love and tell one another that every day in this house. So,
and me, myself, and I, where I live, I tell myself every day that I love myself and I love and I love me and I love I. So but when one of them doesn't show up, I don't know if I love them very much, but no, I always love myself, which is important too. They say you got to love yourself before you can love somebody else.
It's funny, when my mom passed away and we were going through, I guess it was when we were selling my dad's house. And I was going through cards and stuff. And my dad was horrible at doing that kind of stuff. And it was like, I know I don't tell you often enough. It was always an apology in every Valentine's card, every birthday card, every Mother's Day card. It's like, oh, Dad. But, my mom always, he never said it. He wasn't that type of person. So, but in my family, it's every day, because I don't want a day to go by without them knowing how I feel about them.
Yeah.
And next week we just up the ante a little bit,
Yes. And it's a hallmark moment, but we're going to make the other 364 days of the year life moments connected to love.
Yes, absolutely. And gratitude and kindness and appreciation. Yeah.
And acceptance. And then we were just chitty-chatting before we came on that you brought to my attention a special week that's happening around the world next week. And what is that?
Yeah, next week is Random Acts of Caring. It's all week next week, or Random Acts of Kindness, whatever you want to call it. I know in my place of work, the whole building is really stepping up in terms of caring for one another, and sharing and saying thank you for being who you are and just being kind and not being all caught up in the moment. And so I'm looking around and seeing, some of the kids that I talk to every day. How can I make their day even brighter? And I have to tell you, I was thinking about that and I started doing it today. And some of the kids are like, oh, well, that was really nice of you. It's like, I'm not used to a teacher saying that to me. And it wasn't anything special. It was just, but it made them feel special, recognizing and taking people, like, not that pass by, how are you doing, but actually, how are you doing? And letting the person respond and really listening to them. That's huge. So.
And this past week, I've been catching up with a lot of networking that I do on Zoom, and doing with the coffee chats, or I like to call them my V coffees with people. Yeah. And we're sipping and sharing stories, and I share with them about that power of, my favorite 6 words in the whole entire language, in any language, is that please, thank you, and you're welcome. And that word "you" comes in there twice because it begins and ends with you. And when I say to people about that word ease, inside that word, please. And I said, I want you to be present next time when you go to your favorite coffee shop. And this is something that you can do the random act of caring next week and kindness is when you go to your coffee shop or you need an extra bag for your groceries, I want you to say, please, may I have an extra bag for my groceries? Or please, may I have a tall non-fat latte? And I said to them, I want you to watch the shoulders of the person, because we're all standing, Kathy, you and I stand at attention, ready to serve. We've got our skills and abilities. We just want to serve. And when someone comes up and says, please, Kathy, can you spare a moment? Immediately you kind of go, ah. And you kind of step down in and you're at ease. And it's like, oh, of course I can either have time now or can we schedule a time later? And they're all like, wow. And I went, watch. So next week, guys, I'd love for you to share any stories about how you say please out there and mean it.
So I think we should offer a little challenge, I think.
Okay, or an adventure. Let's call it an adventure.
Okay, we'll call it an adventure. Yeah, thank you, Leah. We'll call it an adventure. So those of you that are watching, whether it's live or the replay, let's see how many people engage and share your random acts as the week progresses. And the next Thursday, we'll tabulate who has participated the most. And we have a little thank you as our thank you for you participating. Little challenge.
Yeah,
you and I can't do it. We'll post, but we don't get the prize, obviously.
and it can be simple as post that you smiled at the mailman when you saw him drop your mail.
Even going through the drive-through and saying to the guy at the cashier, saying, thank you for being here today.
Yeah. Thank you for showing up for work.
Yeah. Because man, these people in the fast food, man, they don't get a lot of kudos. And sort of feels like me sometimes at work, but you know.
Maybe we'll put some prompts out there, Kathy, because we know Mr. Cody Bateman, he loves that word, and so do we. Throughout the week, why don't I put a few prompts out? Hey, you could do this. This is a suggestion.
I think it's a great idea.
Put a love note into your kid's lunchbox if you're making lunch, or put make that cup of tea for your wife in the morning and it's just kind of sitting there. Just fun little prompts every day we'll post out on our Facebook page and on Instagram and on our LinkedIn and on our Twitter, because we're all over the place out there, on getting people just to kind of share what those random acts of kindness, care, and step up next week.
And you know what, folks? By engaging, you're sending us some kindness too. That what we are sharing with you in our weekly chats is something that's useful, and we would love to hear from everybody. We really would. Yeah.
Well, they're gonna share their gas with us, and we share our gas with them.
Oh, we're always sharing our gas.
Absolutely. Okay, so we had a great week over here, me, myself, and I'm connecting with some beautiful people all over the world, and lining up some people for GAS 2022, which we're going to announce that soon. We're going to announce our date soon for that. We've got some new people that are coming on board in executive help and assistance.
Yeah, no, don't say anymore.
Yeah, that's coming on board, and bigger, different, evolved, engaged. There's so many things that we're working on, because we understand our audience. There's lots of different modalities that you need to learn by, and the people that are approaching us have those various modalities that want to share, which is so cool.
And you know what's cool about this whole adventure is how we are growing along with it. You know, this has been an amazing journey, working together and working with others from around the world. And the common theme, there are a lot of people out there with a common theme. They really are. In fact, I'm waiting for confirmation for a special gratitude guest next week. So I won't say any more until we're confirmed, but they're all over this. So we're not alone. We're not alone, Jeanette.
And we all have a different perspective. And that's when we'll just dial it back to our very first event 2 years ago, and 13 different speakers all day long, different deliveries of message, but the point at the end
all the same.
Was gratitude, appreciation. And so many people were like, and it was so great for our audience, for us to sit back and watch our people that were on screen going, watch the ahas and going, oh, and really engaging, say with Adrian and or Cheryl Bishop or Diane, and like just leading into the screen and really keying in. And everybody, if they had that 1% shift, just that 1% shift in doing a little extra kindness, a little extra gratitude, a little extra appreciation, we feel it. We definitely feel it. Kathy and I feel it out in the world.
Yeah, I do too.
So I think we should do 5 because we're asking a big adventure for you to share, and we want to give you lots of love out there, lots of energies out there. We're going to pump it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kindness out to the world. Now it's your time to pick it up and carry it on.
Have a great week, everybody. Sharing your kindness and your random acts. And we'll see you next week. Bye.